John Ashley with Prestige Curb Appeal. We do residential and commercial pressure washing. We do everything from roofs, houses, and driveways. Commercial-wise, we do shopping centers, parking lots, everything, you name it. It really helps and makes you feel good and increases the property value. Give me a call, 865-621-1004. We'd love the opportunity to give you a quote, come out and see your house, even look at your driveway.
Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is Taco Tuesday. Sounds pretty good, right? It's going to be a terrific Tuesday, actually. To be honest with you, I think today's going to be one of the better days that we've had in recent days due to the fact that, well, I think we're going to have a lot of sunshine early on. Still quite a bit of heat and still quite a bit of humidity, but a bit of a breeze today will help to mitigate a little bit of that hot, stagnant, sticky air, which will make it feel a little bit more comfortable during the afternoon. But as you saw from the very beginning, we've got a gorgeous sunrise taking shape here this morning. I'll start you off with that first things this morning. First things first, anyways. This is from downtown Clinton in Anderson County. Big shout out to Anderson County this morning. A beautiful start to the day. And a good morning to Carcane, Julie, Aaron, Cheryl. We got Nathan joining us this morning. Good morning, Townsend. How's your summer going, bud? Is he up yet? Maybe he's still sleeping in, huh? We got Linda, Dwayne, Katrina, Judy, Vera, and Patsy all saying hi this morning, and good morning to you, Patsy, as well. So not a bad start to the day. Really going to turn out to be a nice day. Now, temperature-wise, I always like to keep you in check. Let me pull out my numbers here. Yesterday, we officially made it to 87 degrees at McGee-Tyson Airport. I was going 85. 2 degrees shy of that. 82 in Crossville, 89 Chattanooga, and 82 also in Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities picked up the majority of the rain at just nearly half an inch yesterday. And not everybody got a ton of rain throughout the day yesterday. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness this hasn't been a lot more widespread, because the day in and day out of rainfall would have led to a lot more issues that we were looking at, like a week ago, going, okay, well, here we go. Wet weather pattern is on the way. Yes, it's been stormy, but it's not been. Hopefully it hasn't affected you too much. Let's just say that. Yeah, you're very welcome. Good morning, Morristown. We got Rebecca joining us this morning as well. Anybody else from Morristown? It's going to be a great day. I was actually talking to Anthony Cavalucci from the National Weather Service this morning. Good friend of mine. He was working the overnight shift at the Weather Service, so I said hi to him this morning. Hey, we do have some clearing back to our south and southwest, so that's why I think we're going to have plenty of sunshine early on. Clouds will build throughout the day today, and then the storms will start to fire up, but probably not until closer to the evening commute or even sundown tonight. We start the morning off with temps in the 70s, 60s and 70s anyways. Good morning, Kathy. I'm glad you're watching from Manasota Key, Florida. Actually, I was going to post your picture here. So I looked at the pictures already from Witcher's Pictures, and I saw your picture of you and your daughter. So that's coming up here in just a little bit. They were watching Wake Up with Witcher walking on the beach. So good morning to you and your daughter. Sure hope you have a great vacation. All right, so here's your future cast from now through noon. No big deal. We're going to see the clouds starting to fill on in. Clouds will start to build even more so as we get into the afternoon. 3 o'clock, we should be just fine. But see, as we get closer to 7, 9, maybe 10 to midnight tonight, we'll have some scattered showers and thunderstorms rolling on through the area. Either way you look at it, we still have a water-loaded atmosphere. And so any of the rain showers that do fire up will produce locally heavy rainfall. And again, if you get it day in and day out, that's what could lead to some localized flooding and flash flooding concerns. All right, forecast high temperatures today. Not bad, actually. We're topping out in the low to mid to upper 80s for the most part. So that's average for this time of the year. But when you factor in dew points in the 60s and 70s, our heat index values are going to be in the upper 80s to low 90s. Now, here's the deal. We are going to see, not a ton of heat indices throughout the day today, but that is going to build over the next several days. Remember, I said the wind is going to help to mitigate or make it feel a little bit more comfortable if you're going to be outside. Winds are going to be gusting to about 20, 25 miles per hour or so. Good morning, Ruth. How are you this morning? We've got Lee joining us as well. All right, so here are your rain chances. So I've dropped today's rain chance down to a 30%. Why? Because most of the day is going to be quiet and dry, okay? Rain showers increase after sundown tonight, so therefore we've bumped that up to a 70% for the evening and overnight hours. And then we're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms for your Wednesday and Thursday as a cold front swings on through. We've got a weakening system that may come in late Wednesday and early Thursday. So therefore, the Storm Prediction Center has put us under a level 1 risk for severe storms Wednesday into Thursday, Thursday into Friday. Okay, so we do have a level 1 risk for severe storms that's going to ramp its way back up as a cold front swings on through. And these pieces of energy continue to pile up the rain around the Ohio Valley, around the southeastern U.S. But this last trough on Thursday and Friday will kick a cold front through. It's not really going to drop our dew points a whole lot, but what it is going to do is allow a ridge of high pressure to build its way back in. And we're still looking at about an inch of rainfall over the next 7 days. So here's this ridge of high pressure all the way through the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday of next week. A big old ridge of high pressure is going to set up shop. That is going to bring us some of that solid summertime heat. Great weather to get out onto the lakes and of course the pools. And the pools, speaking of which, if you have a pool, it's going to be warming up nicely because morning lows are up, dew points are up, high temperatures are up, and heat index values are going to be up. So heat advisory criteria is 105 degrees here in East Tennessee. We're going to get close to heat advisory criteria Sunday, Monday. With it being our first heat wave of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service issues a heat advisory saying, hey, listen, heads up, everybody. It's going to be some hot, toasty days ahead of us. And we're talking basically Saturday through maybe next Wednesday or so. So if you've been longing for that summertime heat, it is on the way. And it's going to make for a nice weekend to get out onto the lakes, to get to the swimming pools. Here's a live look outside right now, KMNV Monroe County Airport. Look at that sunshine. Is that not just a gorgeous start to the day? Scott and I are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. Yay! Congratulations. Happy anniversary to you, Kathy, and your husband. You know, I don't even know if I've actually met your husband or not. I've met you. And since it is your 25th anniversary, even though your husband's not in this photo, here's Kathy and her daughter rocking some East Tennessee t-shirts, East Tennessee weather t-shirts. That's awesome. I love that one. We got another great one coming in. I might as well share some photos with you now. This one is coming in from, let's see. This one is coming in from Joni Simmons. She said, Norris Lake near Anderson County. Can't decide if it wants to rain or not. And then we've got another one, a foggy morning at the Songbird Trail from Missy. And this one is a great photo. How about this one? The Songbird Trail from Missy. Is that not gorgeous? You're welcome, Tammy. Summer school is almost over. Then the official summer starts. Last day of summer school to 23rd. And the 6 weeks till school. Well, Cameron, right there with you, my bud. My kids are in summer school as well. They'll be getting up and heading off to school here soon. And then they'll be ready for some summer vacation. That is for sure. Let's take another live view here real quick. We'll go to downtown Gatlinburg. How about that nice little view? It's going to be some perfect summertime days ahead of us, especially as we get into the weekend and next week to take a nice trip into the Smoky Mountains. We talked about that yesterday, how, I really want to get up into the Smokies and take a nice little hike and check out some of the streams and the creeks, and it just always feels so good in the Smoky Mountains. Especially the higher you go, the cooler it is. All right, your national holidays for the day today. Of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events. Any birthdays going on today? Happy birthday to you or your family members. It's National Mascot Day. I had an acquaintance, I should say. Not really a friend, but an acquaintance who was a mascot. I actually knew a mascot for a college basketball team as well. And man, those mascots, they are what drive. Mascots are amazing. Big shout out to mascots. Mascots are amazing. They really what keep that crowd going. They're usually really athletic and, a lot of them are gymnasts. It's National Cherry Tart Day. Ooh, that sounds good. Cherry Tart Day. National Apple Strudel Day. We'll just keep it going for that. Yep. National Eat Your Vegetables Day. Okay, I'll go for that. I love vegetables. I actually really like roasted vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, especially if you start to get that crispness on it, like like a little bit of a burnt crisp on your vegetables. Roasted vegetables are good. Cooked carrots, not so much. I can't do cooked carrots. Raw carrots, I love all day long. Cucumbers, love. I like all kinds of vegetables. It's National Root Beer Day. All right. I'll give a big shout out to that. I love me some root beer. And I love me a root beer float. Love me a root beer float. And if you mix some root beer with some protein, some vanilla protein shake, you kind of have yourself a healthier root beer float. Yeah. Give a big shout out for that. My wife got me on that. It's really, really, really good. All right. It's 12 minutes after 6 o'clock. Morning is cruising right along. Got some great stuff coming your way here this week. Of course, the heat is going to continue to build. I guess that's about it. We're just going to wrap things up this morning. I got nothing else to tell you. We're going to go get these kids off to summer school. Go get them some breakfast. Ooh, what should we make for breakfast this morning? Maybe some pancakes. Had a great little Witcher's Adventures yesterday. Did you see my video of us going paddleboarding? Getting all the way down to the lake, and we forgot the paddle boards. But it was my son's birthday yesterday. We didn't get a chance to go putt-putt golfing. We were going to try. Couldn't quite get out to do putt-putt golfing, but he got to pick the restaurant of his choice last night. And let me just tell you, it's a restaurant we'll never go back to again. We won't say the name of it. He was really wanting to go. We're like, you sure? I don't know if we should go there. Okay, it's your birthday. You get to choose. Needless to say, we will not be attending that restaurant again. Although they do have big crowds. Oh, man, I tell you. Well, thanks for joining me this morning. I do appreciate that. Watch out for some evening thunderstorms, but most of your day should be just fine. A couple more days of some showers and thunderstorms before things really start to heat up and dry out, which is going to be nice, especially if you've been longing to get out onto the water, the lakes, the swimming pools, especially if you're tired of the rain. It'd be nice to have some dry days and some solid summer days. So make some plans to get outside. Splash Country, Smoky Mountain, the lakes, hiking the Smoky Mountains and getting into some of the rivers up in the mountains. I mean, that's the way to cool off. I'm talking about. All right, my friends. Have a great day. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Life is short. I'll see you back here tomorrow.